What up? Mr. Mumbles, King's Court, East 905, King's Court, we in the building. So I'm just trying to get the live stream up and ready, and we're just gonna go talk a few things here. Okay, and yo, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Mumbles, King's Court, East 905. We in the building. So we're at the... Alright, so we're in the building there. So what we are going to be doing is that we will be going through the next events going on this weekend. This is a live battle weekend going on. A lot of events going to be going on, so we're just going to go through them, you know, one by one, going on, seeing what's going up and what we are going to be able to rock through. So first of all, we do got the Kings vs Queens event going on. That's going to be, you know, the URL Queen of the Ring finally are going head to head with their matchup. So we got the Kings versus Queens coming up this weekend there, and I believe that's gonna be later on today, I believe. Yep, the 17th. Alright. So it's Saturday the 17th. And they're gonna be going head to head. And then there is a type of a rookies versus vets event going on the 18th. So, you know, so URL is going to be going live both days on this weekend, where I don't know what's going on the 18th, other than, you know, the one and only Yoshi G is going against the one and only Bill Collector. I've been hyped for that battle for a long time. I was thinking it was on the Kings and Queens, and it almost, to me, it is a King versus Queen match, but it's not on the event. Okay, so alright, so most people are really sleeping on the Queens, on the King versus Queens. I'm hearing about Queen sweeps and 30s, and you know, I don't know if some of you haven't really followed the ladies or really going through on seeing what these girls can do, but there's a lot of underestimating that I'm seeing. So I'm just gonna go through, talk about the card, do my predictions, and see how things are going, and either people agree with me or not, but this is definitely my opinion on how I do see the events going. So we've got the events coming in. Alright, so the first matchup is going to be KCJ versus Swamp. Now, with that one, I think the advantage really goes highly to Swamp. I mean KCJ. I think Swamp had a lot to make up for. He's got a lot that he is going to have to deal with. Her being a woman, she's already going to have the underdog effect advantage going for her. And honestly, from what I've seen, even equal mark, equal whatever, I think she's better than Swamp. I think she's got a better pen than Swamp. You know, I think Swamp has smoother performance with the crowd and stuff on what he's doing. Like, she's had some not clean performances, but in all honesty, if both of them are on their A game, I have this going 2-1, maybe 3-0 to KCEJ. Like, Swamp's been, everybody's been going on about Swamp riding, but Swamp's really been winning off of his opponents choking and stuff like that. Like, it's not like he's been putting together some amazing performances that you can say that he's going to be blowing her out of the water or anything like that. Like, Swamp really has been winning off of the strength of, actually off of the weaknesses of his opponents and what they haven't been able to do. It's not really been anything about what he has done that has made this thing. Casey, she came up battling dudes. Like, this is not her first intergender match. She doesn't have the experience. Probably she had a better idea of what will work, what won't work. You know, she'll know what angles to expect, what not to expect on there. So I just, as far as I can see, if we are just going to compare the two, I really think that the edge is going to KCJ on that battle. You know, Swamp had a lot to make up for if he's really going to be trying to take the battle and thinking that he's going to win. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, and let's see. So the next one after the KCJ, then we have Vixen versus DNA. Now, this is a very hard one to judge because, like, if we just judge it on who I like better, then I would say Vixen is going to take it. Like, I think Vixen, the preference is a lot better than DNA lyrically, more enjoyable to watch. I find DNA's, like, elementary type bars are very basic, and I've never really did like them, so it's never really been my type of thing to be going on and being a fan of. But at the same time, we do have to know that the fans, like, DNA's been out for a while. He's been sitting on some bars. He's been helping, doing whatever other than the Joe Biden stuff. And for somehow and some way, DNA just knows how to win. Like, he knows how to, like, there's matches that he, like the Ill Will one where he doesn't have to be better than the guy that he's facing, but he knows what the crowd wants to hear. He knows what it's going to take to pull out a victory there. And so this one, it's going to go either way. Like, because Vixen was crazy with her 2-on-2, but that was like Bankhead and, you know, clean paper. This is DNA, so it is a completely different beast that she's facing. Because I think that she's got a better pen, but it's still DNA that she's facing, so I'm gonna have to give it 2-1 to DNA on that one of a close battle. But I'm rooting for Vixen on that one, and I'm hoping she's able to pull it together and, you know, get the win there going. Alright. And the next one that we are going to, what else is on this card? Oh, Official versus Arsenal. I don't know why so many of y'all are sleeping on Official and stuff. This isn't like Hustle like that's gonna try to out disrespect. This is Official. Like she's done debatables with Nitty and debatables with Diz and debatables with Twerk. Like pen game for pen game. We already know like he can't punch with Official. Like, let's be real. Arsonal cannot go punch for punch with Official. So it's about if Official's energy and performance and crowd control can compete with Arsonal. And if she can mix some disrespect up in those bars to match up with what Arsonal or thing, because you know he doesn't have any dirt on her, so he's just gonna have to be basic, generic with the personal, the disrespect. Like, I'm not gonna say 3-0 because Arsenal's first round is probably gonna be pretty good. You know, he usually have at least one good round. I will say 2-1, but I really do not see Official losing this battle. Like, let's be real, I don't see it happening. Like, I think she's, other than Hart, she's like the best female going right now and one of the top battlers all around, male or female. Like, Official's Official. Like, you know, there's nothing to say. Like, her pen game is nasty. Like, so okay, so C3 versus Rum Nitty. Now, Rum Nitty had a debatable loss versus Reed, so, and I know he can't afford to lose this. Her name is C3, so Rum Nitty's gonna have 1,000,001 name flips. And what's sad is, because I'm a fan of C3, I'm gonna probably have heard all of these name flips already. Been used before, been used different manners, you know, so, but a lot of you are going to be new to C3, so you'll be new to these bars and they'll be all impressive for you. I think C3, she's got rebuttals, she can rap, she's probably the most well-rounded in this field, so I'll say that she will be able to take a round, and I will again probably prefer her verse over Rum Nitty's, but in the general consensus, my guess is most will be having Rum Nitty winning a 2-1. Like, but if you sleep on thing, and I know a few people have said it, and I know I suggested it in another video I did on this, but I'm telling you, like, y'all need to take it to the next level. Like, C3, like, you, if I was you, or if I was your manager in this battle, I ain't coming out dressed like the regular C3. I ain't there in no hat, no flippin' hoodies, no jerseys, no, yo, you need to come out there as a feminine looking woman. As I keep telling, one reason why is you do that, it's gonna throw off at least a couple of his premeditated bars of what he was gonna have for you. And two, at the end of the night, you will definitely be, as long as you perform at what you can perform at, you'll definitely be one of the most talked about people at the event, which is what you want. You want to be remembered at this event. That's just my advice there. Okay, so we got Couture versus Charlie Clips. I'll be honest, I've always thought Couture was a little bit overrated. She's got some jokes, but it's like a watered down version of Charlie Clip's fun, I think Charlie Clips will, take this seriously, and he should be able to win this at 2-1, 3-0 probably, but at least a 2-1. He'll be rebuttaling some shit that she spit at him and stuff that'll be able to take one of those rounds as well. This is the battle I'm least looking forward to, as I'm not really the biggest fan of either one of these, but a little bit looking forward to, because I know these two actually have personal history. They used to date, so depending on what they agree upon or not agree upon on how they want to take this battle, could be some serious things there. Alright, so we got Hart versus KingsCourtEnt. This was another serious one. This for a while. This one's been pushed. I didn't think it was going to go through. I find Hart is going to need to up her energy just on how she raps. She's a corner girl, you can just picture her on the corner with her hoodie doing street ciphers, whatever, and that's her style. But there's no real performance in what she does, and she's going against KingsCourtEnt, who always had performance. Like, her pen game is second to none, like we already know, but like if you're battling maybe a DNA or maybe even a Rumnitty, one of these people, Hart would be able to just go and do her thing and it'd be compatible. But you're battling KingsCourtEnt, who's on one of the longest win streaks that we've seen, and he's protecting his legacy. So I don't see him coming out there to play. And if he's smart, he's looked and he knows what Hart can do, so he's not going to come there to play, and he's going to do a whole... So she does need to up her energy. I think it's going to be a classic. This is probably going to be one of the best battles of the event. But I do edge this one to KingsCourtEnt. I think it might be a gentleman 30, I guess. Like, I don't know what you'd call it, but he'll probably just edge out each round. But it's going to be probably the best back and forth of the event. The battle of the event is going to be Hart versus KingsCourtEnt. Okay, so we have 40 bars versus Couture. I don't know why everybody's doubting and hating on Couture so much. Like, I know, like, he has had some off performances and this and that, but let's be real, like, this is still like Couture. Like, I don't really see like her being able to compete with that. Like, I don't know what she's like. Pen game for pen game, they're really close, but even on her best performance, I don't think she's ready for Couture. Like, unless he does a repeat of what he did in the Lux one where he chokes and slips up, she's gonna need like a jersey round to compete. I don't think she's ready for that level, and I don't think she's gonna be able to compete with Surf. But it's gonna be a good battle. I think the ladies are gonna need to go in there and just do their thing. Realize the most important thing is just to rep for your name and do your job and show them what you can do, and show them that you belong on that stage with them dudes and stuff, So that is the King versus Queens card. I know there's a lot of bets going on. I swear Smack said, like, if the women win, he's now joining Queen of the Ring. So, ladies, make Smack host your next event. You know, do that, do your thing. You know, the bias of me, you know, of course, I'm on the side of the queens. Gotta support my ladies. You know, black girls rock. It is what it is. The next day, I don't know what else is on the card, but as I said, we have the Yoshi G versus Bill Collector. I have no clue what either of them can bring. I have no clue who's gonna win. All I know is that I'm going to love that battle. These are two of my favorites in the last year or two. You know, really bubbling up, and I really like both of their style. I think they both approach battles differently than the average rapper, which is what I really like about their style. And you know, what's it called? Bill's got the burner. Yoshi G's got the thought bars, and I just think both of them got a lot of charisma. Both of them got a great sense of humor that is going to really show on the event there, and I just think it would be a very great type of event there for them. Okay, so let me see. There's also a Gates of the Garden event, I believe, going on today. I don't know everybody, so I'm not gonna go through all the matchups, but like Dan Marino's on the card, Drugs is on the card, Trey Dennis, Fonz, Prez Mafia, Street Hymns versus Automatic Ray. Let's see, Charisma versus Matrix, another female battle. Shout out to that. That should be kind of crazy. And a few other names I'm not fully aware of there, but that's, you know, the Open the Gates Volume 4 Day 1, so I guess it's a multi-day event there, you know, so look up on verse trackers and you could definitely get some information on that. There's also let's see, I know there's a event up in the West, I believe this weekend, with GEECHI, GOTTI, and Snake Eyes. I believe they are on there, as well as is a battle event on Homegrown Battle League, and we will also, now we are going to go over a little bit as we have the next round on the King of the Dot Grand Prix. So I believe Sunday will be Coast LA for the second round. Okay, and I believe they're going to be having two battles for the second round. Thesaurus versus Diz, and Saynt versus Aktive. And basically with that, they're going to be having, I believe, 2 other battles that have not been announced yet, about just to fill out the time there, and just so with that, so we have Saynt and Aktive. So I don't know if like death certificate or whatever, but supposedly squad and stuff like that, the same way Saynt and RX were. So this is squad versus squad beef, which is very interesting, as so many different ways to look at it, but we go by what showed up Saynt did on the last one. He's not going to be very he's not going to be very loose. He's not going to be easy. He's not going to play it light or anything like that. And in all honesty, I didn't think that Aktive actually beat Caustic in his battle. I thought that was an off decision, and even though Caustic wasn't great, I thought he was better than Aktive. And Saynt, from what he brought us, was better than what Caustic brought us there. So if we're going to be going on what they've been bringing us lately, I really just don't think, and I don't see how, I really don't see what are the chances for Aktive. Unless Saynt messes up, I think he's got an easy road over to the semis or the quarters or whatever the next round is called. And I'm really actually like Saynt. I'm becoming a fan of him. At first I thought he was just like a corny puncher, but as I hear him more and as he develops more, I'm liking his style. So we've got Saynt. And the next one, Dizaster versus Thesaurus. So one of the other than the WRCs, one of the first times I seen Dizaster in a battle, not really realizing who he was when he battled Thesaurus and beat him on a very close battle. I think in time, Thesaurus pen writing have gotten better, and Dizaster's is not. I think Dizaster is like too full of himself. I don't know if anybody's ever, I don't know who he runs his bars by him, but he has a lot of great stuff, but then he puts in a lot of gibberish in there as well, and rapping, and it's angry. And I think this one is going to be a win from Thesaurus. I think at least 2-1, maybe 3-0. I expect some rebuttals back and forth, but it'll be hard because there's only 2 minutes in a tournament. But I really do, especially because Dizaster had such a debatable, controversial win in the first round. If it's close, 51-49, I expect the judges probably will lean to Thesaurus, because I don't think they want to be looked at as robbing the scene for Diz again. So I think the advantage is to Thesaurus. I think people want Thesaurus to win, and I think he will. So what that's going to do is that's going to be having Thesaurus and Saynt. They will be representing LA, and they will be facing the South. So we might be a Thesaurus and Chef Trez battle. That could be very interesting. Okay, so, and that's going to be on Sunday, which is the 18th. I think like 4 o'clock. I know there's going to be other battles. I expect, to make up for what happened. I think they might either have some type of frack performances, playing frack music, or maybe even gave a frack a very good battle with a name or something that he wanted. But let's hope to see. But there are supposedly 2 more battles and stuff getting done on the event to fill out the full event there. So that's going to be the King of the Dot one that's going on this weekend, and then we do got, so there is GEECHI GOTTI versus Snake Eyes battle going on, and it's in LA. I think that's the headliner main event. Of course, I'm going for GEECHI GOTTI, as I don't really feel Snake Eyes is like super nice, and I think one of the top, doing it right now. So go against GOTTI on that one, but there's I think everybody knows might be on that card, and there's a few other names on. I don't know if a full flyer is out. I couldn't find a full flyer out on that yet, but alright, so it looks like Saturday, but I know it's I believe it's on LA time, so you are going to be able to watch the King and Queen and watch that event, and then the next day watch the King of the Dot event, and a full weekend of amazing battles is going to be going on, and it's going to be crazy. So these are the events that we have going on this weekend. Let's see, I'm not sure if there's anything else going on. There's like a homegrown battle league, with Zitro, but no real matches that are eye-popping. Let's see here, and is there any other events this weekend that we need to maybe speak out? Okay, so don't. Yeah, so Houston Barcode's got a Rappers Against Poets. Capital Punishment 5, Capital Rap Battles. Shout out to my boys up in Ottawa. Y'all need to holla at me, get Mr. Mr. Mumbles ready to go back, do it properly. I owe y'all 3 rounds of fire, and I got it for y'all. Underground Battle League. Shout out to them. I'm gonna be doing some online stuff for them coming up soon, and they got an event coming up on the 17th there. But not an online. They got like an actual event, I think. Okay, but yeah, so look up Underground Battle League. They've got an event there. B-Dubs is on the card. Quest to God is the name I recognize. You know, there's a few people up in there, and really that's, you know, the only thing. So what I'm gonna, you know, so shout out my boy Mr. Mumbles. What I'm gonna be doing is myself. I'm gonna be signing up to some of the online leagues, and just to get myself back into the competition of it, get back to battling before 2021. And you know what, Kings Court East 905, UnitedFront in the building. DatKingShh. Follow me on Twitter at KingsCourtEnt. Follow me on Instagram at Mumbles105. You know, you see here, if you're watching the video, like, subscribe, and share it to all of your peoples. I will be doing more. I will be dropping some best of videos. Send me emails if there's something you want me to check out, a battle event. I might have someone doing interviews. I might, you know, we're just gonna be having some content, and soon gonna be discussing stuff, not the main, you know, not just the URL events and stuff, and you know, some different events that others might not be talking about that you can know about. So let's go. East 905, Kings Court. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Peace.